Chapter 4. The Legacy of Percival Pumpernickel. As the friends stepped into the botanical garden, they were enveloped by a kaleidoscope of colours, each blossom seeming to whisper secrets of the past. The air was thick with the heady fragrance of blossoms, an intoxicating perfume that danced playfully around them like a mischievous sprite. Yet, beneath this picturesque facade, a tension simmered, palpable as the humidity clung to their skin.
"Look at this place,"
Lance exclaimed, his voice booming with excitement as he pointed at a particularly flamboyant flower, its petals unfurling like the wings of an exotic butterfly. If Pumpernickel was here, I can only imagine what sort of shenanigans he'd get up to. Perhaps he'd turn these flowers into singing sentinels. Rhea smiled, but her mind was a tempest of thoughts. Who was this enigmatic Percival P. Pumpernickel? A mere trickster, or something more? The journal hinted at his legacy, but it also spoke of jinxes, mischievous pranks that could unravel even the most steadfast of friendships. Was it wise to delve deeper into this labyrinth of laughter and lore? As they wandered further into the garden, Rhea's heart began to race, a drum roll of apprehension echoing in her chest. The vibrant blossoms seemed to loom larger, their colours more vivid, as if the garden itself was aware of their presence. "Do you ever get the sense that we're being watched?" she mused, casting a wary glance over her shoulder. Rhys, ever the dreamer, waved her off.
"It's just the flowers, Rhea. They're probably curious about us, like cats peeking through curtains."
Yet even his playful tone couldn't mask the unease that crept into their hearts.
Or perhaps they're plotting something diabolical,
Karina chimed in, her eyes gleaming.
Imagine flower assassins waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
She mimicked a dramatic gasp, her lips curling into a smirk. But Rhea couldn't shake the feeling of impending doom, a nagging thought that perhaps they were unwittingly stepping into a trap laid by the ghost of Pumpernickel himself. Was he merely a mischievous spirit, or did his legacy intertwine with the university's darker secrets? Whispers of scandal had circulated through the halls, hints of academic bribery and clandestine experiments. Could this jovial trickster be entangled in such nefarious deeds?
"Rhea, are you okay?"
Lance's voice cut through her reverie, concern etched on his features.
"You look like you've seen a ghost."
"I'm fine," she replied, though uncertainty gnawed at her insides. "I just can't help but wonder about Pumpernickel. What if his legacy isn't just about laughter? What if investigating it leads to something dangerous?"
"Dangerous?"
Rhys echoed, a mischievous glint in his eye.
"We might find ourselves in a wild goose chase, or worse, having to actually interact with other students. The horror."
"Very funny," Rhea replied, though a smile tugged at her lips. "But seriously, what if we uncover something that puts us at risk? What if we become targets of whatever scandal he was part of?"
Or what if we're just overthinking this?
Karina countered, her tone light but her brow furrowed in thought.
I mean, it's not like we're about to summon a malevolent spirit or anything, right?
Just as the words left her lips, a sudden rustle echoed through the foliage, causing their hearts to leap into their throats. The sound was not unlike the crack of a twig beneath a heavy foot, and it sent a shiver coursing through Rhea's spine. "Did you hear that?" she whispered, her voice barely a breath.
"Probably just the wind,"
Lance said, though his own bravado was starting to wane.
Or maybe it's the flowers plotting their revenge.
Rhea rolled her eyes, but her heart raced. "Let's keep moving. We need to find the next clue in Pumpernickel's journal before something unexpected happens." As they pressed deeper into the garden, the atmosphere thickened, the air electric with tension. Each step felt heavier, the ground beneath them a quagmire of uncertainty. The journal lay cradled in Rhea's hands, its pages fluttering like anxious butterflies, urging her to uncover the truth. "All right, let's see what else Pumpernickel has to say," Rhea said, her voice steadying as she opened the journal once more. "Perhaps there's a way to navigate through this madness without losing our heads or becoming toads." The next entry was scrawled hastily, the ink smudged as if written in a moment of panic. "Beware the consequences of your laughter, for not all jests are light-hearted and some may lead to dark paths. If you seek to uncover the truth, tread carefully, for the legacy of Percival P. Pumpernickel is a double-edged sword." Ria's breath caught in her throat, and she exchanged glances with her friends. The weight of the words settled heavily upon them, a foreboding promise that their journey would not be as jovial as they had hoped.
Okay, this is getting a bit too real for my liking.
Karina said, her voice quivering with a mix of excitement and fear.
Maybe we should turn back and grab some snacks instead.
Or at least some tea to calm our nerves.
Rhys added, a nervous chuckle escaping his lips. But Ria, emboldened by curiosity and an insatiable thirst for knowledge, shook her head. No, we have to see this through. If Pumpernickel's legacy is intertwined with the university's scandals, then we owe it to ourselves to uncover the truth. With newfound determination, they pressed on, the garden now a labyrinth of possibilities and dangers. Little did they know, the shadows of Pumpernickel's past loomed closer, and the laughter that had once echoed through the halls of the university might very well lead them into a web of intrigue that could change their lives forever.
Diamond stories, a birds in night. From reports to diaries, our stories take flight. With vocabulary gems and plots so grand, we'll transport you to worlds across every land. Get ready to listen to stories to ignite your imagination.